today will be my 21st day. And I think I'll summarize what has helped me the most. I think juicing, taking the fruit, helped me a lot. I am a foodie. I used to eat everything, and fried food was my, if I didn't eat it, I felt, I wasn't doing service to my body. Anyway, this 21 days showed me I stopped milk, I stopped ghee and oil, and I started juicing. And the biggest advantage of juicing and drinking 8 ounce of it before a meal, 20, 30 minutes. When I sat down for meal, I had no appetite because I think my stomach filled up. The stretch reflex told me that I was already satiated. So my meal quantity also went down. I used to take about 5 or 6 cups of tea during that time with 2 or 3 cups of sugar inside it. So that stopped. So that brought the calories down altogether. And I think what the juice did is the craving that I used to get with the sugar, it went to zero. And I've been able to go straight into a 16-hour, intermittent fasting with no food for 16 hours. And I don't feel hungry, just like you. I take a meal, I sleep well, my energy level has gone very well. And to answer some of the questions that Hasubai brought in as well, I think diabetes is a complex disease. It requires a combination of diet, proper diet, and the plant diet absolutely does the service. Number 2, you reduce the craving. Number 3, exercise. And I call myself, every morning I go for hour and a half walk. I do 6 to 8 miles every day. I don't go to bed until I've done that. And I've done that for the last 40, 50 years. And even though I had diabetes for 40 years, I've maintained it pretty well. But what the biggest benefit I found in these 21 days, I dropped 16 pounds in weight. Wow. And that gave me so much energy. I go uphill walking all the time. And what that I found out, I used to get breathless before. Now I don't. In fact, I found I've got extra bounce, extra energy within myself. And I'm very grateful for that. And I start Lali's program tomorrow, hopefully. In fact, it's 50 years of medicine. And like you said before, they don't teach you about nutrition. They teach you, and the drug people come along to your office, accost you, take you on expensive golf trips, buy you everything you want in order for you to prescribe that drug. And I've now realized these 21 days of reflection, that's what happened. Every time I went to site, for the last 2 years, I've been talking to my endocrinologist and say, let's get off these drugs. I don't really need them. And he said, oh no, the new drug has come along. Let's try this medicine. Let's try this medicine. In fact, I became a distinguished guinea pig in a book. And I found out, I think we all have to take responsibility for what we put in our mouth. And I think the very first sentence you put down in your thing, that the body is an auto-regulating stuff. It is the best detoxifying machine, as long as you don't fill in so much toxin within it that it can't function. All the clogs get thing, and the body will do the work. As a doctor, I've known all my life, and I tell all my patients, it's the body that does the healing. I'm here only to fan you, to support you and, help you in any way. But ultimately, I think we have to take the responsibility. And I think Lalit's program helped me in the process. So I started 3 weeks before, as soon because I read through everything. And the 2 things, Fork Over Knives, the movie, and last night I saw the book, the movie you showed, The Game Changer.
Yep.
Oh my God. It really, I think, answers a lot of the questions that people have. And I didn't even realize what difference it does, because it gives you the scientific proof of what exactly it does to all the different vital functions.
So let's thank Dr. Bhuva. As a doctor, if he is willing to say those kinds of things, it really helps all of us.
And I think this is the reason we need a support group so that we can sort of do that. And I think once we are, we have people like Naren has, I admired him, 10 years ago, he told me, I've driven with him to some of the meetings, and my God, his snack would be carrots and celery by him. And Dinesh, this is what I take to a dinner. I said, and we are going to a dinner. He says, Dinesh, no, this is what I'm going to take. And I think it makes a lot of sense now. At that time, I said, wow, this is weird, I think juicing is an excellent idea, and I agree with you. I've tried it myself. The other alternative I've found, especially, is Dirty Dozen by Suja. You get it at Costco and everywhere. It's a big bottle, and it contains 11 green vegetables. Right. And I think it's, in a way, it's easier because I've tried the juicing as well. It's good, wonderful. You can modify it. The only thing I felt guilty about it is I always had been a sweet guy, and I still am, but I like more sweet in it. So I used to put a lot of grapes in it, and then my wife told me you're supposed to eat it, not to
Yep,
eat
grapes
it.
must be, but
And she was right.
put more carrots to make it sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and put more green apples to make it sweet.
And the other thing is, because I had a craving for sugar, once I started eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, I don't like the sugar. In fact, I taste my food a lot better than I used to do before.